Dirt won't kill them, Clorox will. But you see, you don't think that way. You just kind of, this is the way it is. Everybody's doing it. And I just want people to wake up, and that's what happens in the detox class. People wake up. Two things happen. They wake up, and everybody inevitably says, you fall in love with yourself again. Because that's what it's all about, falling in love with you, caring about you, making you the most important thing in your life. Because without it, there is no life, right? So better to put it all in here, all your intention, all your money, all your time, and then everything else falls into place. This is what I've done. I've put all my intention, all my money, all my time into me. I don't know what illness is. I have not been sick in 40 years. I don't get cold, sore throats. I got the same body I had at 18. I'm not putting on another 5 pounds every year just because I'm getting older. I don't have a middle-aged paunch. I belong to East Bank Club. I can't tell you how many women I've seen for years there working out since the club opened, and they got strong arms and legs, and they still got this paunch, It's all that built-up dead fecal matter. It's going on. It's no detoxing, it's no cleansing, it's no getting rid of what your body can't use any longer, and it just builds, and it builds the cravings to want more and more and more. So to me, cleansing and detoxing your body is the most important thing that you can do. So here's what I'm telling you, whether you choose to do it with me or not, which I would love, and I've got people that have been detoxing with me now 25, 30 years, whether you choose to do it with me or not, there are other people out there doing it. There are books out there. My book will be out soon. You'll be able to buy my book, Soak Your Nuts. I have the class on DVD. You can do it on DVD. But to really be honest with you, to me, I think it's better to do it in a group. That's why I started the classes, because it's difficult to do it by yourself. When everybody else is eating and doing something one way and you're trying to isolate yourself and do the right thing, and you're drinking something green and your best friend will go, "Ew, what is that you're doing?" And you may feel motivated to do it right, but pretty soon it kind of breaks away. But if you got a class of 100 people, everybody doing the same thing, passing gas, smelling like fenugreek, being a little nauseated here and there, then it feels okay. It doesn't feel so strange and weird. So to me, doing it in the classroom situation isn't the best, but you can buy the book and get together 10 friends, 15 friends and do it together. I really recommend having a buddy or of some kind to do it with. Even when I have the class with 100 and so people and I make people buddy up, it's just nice to have somebody else doing the same thing you're doing. So I do my classes every other month. They're generally on a Wednesday. But in January, I always do 2 days, and this year we added a Monday. So we have a Monday night class or a Wednesday morning 8 to 10 class, or 7 to 9 in the evening, or Monday 7 to 9 in the, it's all up there. Oh, my assistant is so I have classes coming up. You can certainly sign up for my classes. There's still a little room and there's still time. But if you don't feel like doing it now or it's not resonating, I do them every other month. So whenever you are ready, come in and join a class. But you know what? Even if you're not ready to do my class, do somebody's. Do you know what I'm saying? Would I love you to be in mine? Absolutely. But it doesn't have to be just, I want to drive next to you. I want to drive next to a sane person. I want a sane person. I want somebody waiting on me in the stores. I tell this joke in class. You'll get it. That person that gives you the finger on the road, they're constipated. It's true. That's what's creating all of this weirdness coming out of people. So I just want you to find some way to detox. Of course I want you to detox with me, and we're going to start streaming our detox classes also, and they'll be downloaded. So I'm finding a way to get this word out any way I can. But if none of that works for you, we've got books. There are other people around the country doing it. There's certain things that I don't believe in. I don't believe in that maple syrup lemon juice one, okay? I don't believe in that because first of all, you're doing concentrated sugar that's going directly to your spleen and kind of blowing it out, and you usually end up craving more sugar, and it takes you further into imbalance as far as I'm concerned. I don't believe you should ever just stop eating and fast. And I've had several doctors write testimonials for my book. Dr. Reynes is one of them. Thank you very much. I've got about 5 doctors that have taken my classes. And one of the things they say they enjoy the most is that it has balance. We are not only breaking down, but we are building up at the same time. And we are really helping to remove the toxicity as it is released from your system. So I have an optimal and a conservative, and you choose which way you want to go. Do you want to go optimal, or do you want to go conservative, or just do whatever feels right? Just show up, because when you show up, you are literally planting seeds. And you need to plant the seeds, and you need to hear it over and over again. How many alumni do I have in this free info? Raise your hands. Look around. There's alumni here because they needed to hear it again. They needed to hear it again. You need to hear it over. Like I said, the commercials, they don't just put one on the TV and expect you to get it. You need to hear it over and over and over again. And basically what I'm saying is you need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to stop accepting what you're told so easily. You need to stop accepting the fact that if you've been given a diagnosis, it's a sentence for life. It's supposed to be a wake-up call. And those of you who haven't been diagnosed, just because you haven't been diagnosed doesn't mean you're enjoying perfect health. And this isn't about fear too, and it's about just waking up and thinking to do something differently. So detoxing is a great way to start that, because you start to break down layers and you automatically start to think. That universal thinking, or that God thinking, just starts to pour right through you so easily. Because I don't believe you need me any more than anybody else. We all know what's right. We've just forgotten, and we've forgotten how to access it because we're living in fear. I'm going to tell you, I'm not, I shouldn't say this on camera. Okay, I won't. But there's a doctor on TV that is like all about fear to me, and he's got some great thoughts and some great ideas, but it's so fear-based. You hear, and I know you have to do that to get people to watch TV, but I want you to not do it out of fear. I want you to do it because you're being motivated to feel better. You're being motivated to feel your best self. That's why I want you to do it, because you want to feel your best self. And you know what? God bless. At least He's getting the word out there that you can do things differently. I just don't want to throw fear to get you to go do things differently. I want you to just kind of wake up and go, yeah, no, this doesn't feel right. This isn't right. So cleansing and detoxing the body, for me, minimum 4 times a year is the way to go. The second free advice I'm going to give you that's going to make a huge difference in your life is I'm going to ask all of you, just to think about it, giving up all cow secretions for 1 week. What are cow secretions?
Milk.
Humans are the only animals that drink the breast milk of another animal. Humans are the only mammals that voluntarily do breast milk into adulthood. No other mammal does breast milk once they leave their mother's breast. They're done with it. Only human beings do it, and part of it is because we've been marketed into believing that we need it for strong bones and teeth. Now, is the cow drinking cat milk to get his calcium? Right. The cow would like to be having greens. That's the way nature intended him to go. But unfortunately, he's given this blob of Frankenstein food, of chemicals, to fatten him up and make her produce more milk faster. That's what's happening. And so those chemicals that they're given, the growth hormones, the steroids, and the antibiotics, they don't dissipate, they don't dry up. You drink them and you eat them and it becomes a part of you. Even more so, my doctor told me when I was breastfeeding my kids, don't eat onions because it'll give the babies gas. Don't eat chocolate, it'll give the babies diarrhea, because everything you're eating is going directly to your breast milk. So don't you think all those chemicals are going directly to that cow's breast milk? So you're getting a triple dosage of growth hormones, steroids, and antibiotics. And I've read lots of studies that growth hormones feed cancer cells. Just another way you're getting it. So I have people come in here all the time and they go, well, yeah, I could give up meat, but I can't give up my cheese. Can't give up my cheese, right? Well, part of the reason you can't give up your cheese is, look it up on the internet. The casein in the cheese has chemicals in it that are so addictive it's like heroin. The casein in the cheese has chemicals that are so addictive that you have to have that cheese. And the other reason you have to have it is because it's part of the human condition. We're supposed to have fat. We're supposed to have salt, fat, and sugar, but the right salt, fat, and sugar. And but they're programming us into the wrong salt, fat, and sugar, the white table salt, the white flour, the white sugar, and the antibiotics, and the steroids and the antibiotics and the growth hormone and the fat. So you're getting all of this, And so the body feels like it's normal, and then the chemicals are addicting you, and it's blowing you up. Think about it, folks. Cow's milk, cow breast milk, was created for an animal to grow 1,000 pounds the first year of its life. How about that? It's supposed to grow 1,000 pounds the first year of its life. Where do you think your hips and butts and everything is coming from? Not to mention the excessive mucus that your body can't break down because you don't have 4 stomachs like a baby calf. You don't have lactase in your stomach like a baby calf. So you can't break it down. Your body can't use it. I'm sure you get a little something out of it, some calcium here and there, but most people have more calcium than they need. They need more magnesium than they need calcium. That's out of balance too. So you're taking in all these cow secretions on a regular basis, and they're building up in your digestive tract so that even if you eat perfectly, you're not getting the nutrients from your food. Most people are suffering from some form of subclinical malnutrition. Everybody hold up your fist and look at it. Whatever size your fist is, that's the size your stomach is. You get it? It's a tiny little sac in here. It isn't this area to fill up 3, 4, 5 times a day. It's a tiny little sack. And when you eat the right food, it doesn't take much to fill you up. When you don't have a lot of mucus in your body, you don't have the cravings, and it doesn't take a lot to make you feel satisfied. Because here's the deal, you're not supposed to be full, you're supposed to be satisfied. You're not supposed to walk around full all the time. We all get full, you know? And then you're tired because you're full. Because the digestive system just has to work so hard. The digestive system is the hardest working system in the body. And one of my teachers, Dr. Ann Wigmore, truly believed that was the basis of all allergies, is an overworked digestive system. And I kind of proved the point a few months ago. We had a woman in here with her daughter, and to be honest with you, I have a sign up that says if you have nut allergies, don't eat here, because we can't take care of cross-contamination in the kitchen. And I personally believe if you have a nut allergy, you need to come in and detox and get over it and not change my world around for yours, you know. But that's just my thinking. So we have a sign up, very nice sign, but this woman felt comfortable and she says, well, I know my daughter, and if you feel comfortable, you can do it, just don't come sue me later, all right? So her daughter ate something was on the plate that had been near nuts or had a nut on it from the kitchen, and she started having an allergic reaction. And my staff ran back here and got me, and they said, Karyn, there's a little girl up and her mother wants to know what to do. Thank God her mother asked me what to do and didn't race her to a hospital and sue me, which is usually the route nut allergy people take. So I went and I just remember with Dr. Whitmore, and I got a little bottle of our powdered enzymes, and I mixed a tablespoon, probably didn't need that much, in a glass of water, and I had her drink it, and it stopped all of her allergic reactions. I'm not diagnosing or telling anybody what to do, but it worked for this little girl. And the mother bought the bottle of the digestive enzymes, and she said, well, at least we know what to do now, or we have an alternative if something happens. So Dr. Wigmore believed it was all based in digestion, and we overwork our digestions, which is why we're creating so many. I mean, everybody's got allergies. Everybody's got allergies. I mean, children, everybody's got, because children, by the way, aren't being started out on food in their life. You know, people are giving their kids, I mean, even if you're eating meat, fish, chicken, and dairy, in the olden days, at least it was for real. Now they get boxed eggs and boxed waffles and McDonald's and spaghetti and hamburgers, and, you know, they're not getting any real food. Very few children are eating a lot of live food anymore, which we're getting to very soon. So, to me, it's all, we're overeating. Everybody's overeating, and it's all about the food, right? Food, food, food. I had an aunt, she was eating breakfast, talking about what she was going to have for lunch, you know? She was having lunch, worried about what she was going to eat for dinner, because we put so much emphasis on food, food, food. And then you wonder why you don't feel like working out or praying or meditating, or it's keeping all the balls in the air